Hello, and welcome back to another Minecraft video. Um, oh, hey, that tree grew, nice. First of all, I have to apologize for my previous video. I made it at a time of day that really wasn't meant for video making. I should have just gone to bed. But at the beginning of last episode, oh, what's happening? Okay, I'm getting lag. I probably have too many things open. At the beginning of last episode, I came over here and opened this chest and didn't explain anything about it. And it also didn't look like a chest, it looked like a supply crate because of the texture pack that I was trying to use. So I believe I've told you already that this graveyard is going to be for all the times that I die in this series. And you also know that I have the keep inventory game rule turned on. Where's my coarse dirt? Do I have coarse dirt? It's somewhere. Excuse me, one moment. We're back. Sorry about that. I had to field a phone call because I'm taking care of the house right now. Anyway, I was getting coarse dirt and talking about the graveyard. The items are there because keep inventory doesn't feel like extraordinarily cheaty to me, but it feels that little bit cheaty. Where is my coarse dirt? I know I had some because there was some in that grave. Anyway, it just nothing like I don't think I ever will, but I don't really want to get into okay, hello. I don't really want to get into this mindset where I'm like where I decide, oh, I'm in a situation, for instance, I'm in a situation where I want to get back home fast, guess I'll die. I want death in this game to actually have consequences, especially if I die doing something stupid, like killing pigmen, by standing on a 2-block high pillar when my sound isn't working and getting blown off the pillar by a ghast, which is what happened in that instance. So what I've devised is a system where I give up some of the items that I had on hand at the time of death, based on basically how stupid I think the death was. And and at the time over there, I had a bunch of iron and some gold, and I was working on trying to get rails for the mob farm, which I showed off last episode. And so I dumped some iron and gold into the grave, and that iron and gold is now off limits to me. I cannot use it for anything. I should probably cut down one of these spruce trees, but I don't really feel like it because I have enough wood right now. You may notice I have a lot of beef. And a lot of bookshelves. Well, today we're going to do a bit of cleanup, a bit of aesthetic cleanup, and some other mid-game stuff that just hasn't gotten done for one reason, just because I forgot about it, basically. You can, if I go out here, you'll see I've changed this path to actual path blocks. I just think it looks better that way. But the main thing we're going to be doing is that bookshelf over there marks where I'm going to be making, an enchanting station. Now, as you may be able to tell, I don't really like houses that are particularly closed off. So it's not going to be an enchanting room so much as an enchanting station. I'm also going to be making a brewing station, And I think I was so focused on making bookshelves that I forgot to make the spruce wood stairs that I was planning on making as a table for that brewing station. But that's fine. We can do that later. Uh, oh, you may notice I have enchanted tools now. That's because fishing is really overpowered in this game. I'm not making a fish farm this I'm not making a fish farm this in this playthrough. I think fish farms are way too overpowered, like really, really overpowered. Like the stuff I have. Oh wait, I don't want to remove that. The stuff I have in my inventory right now, that's from just plain old fishing. It's not even from um. That's not even from fish farming. This is from like a little bit of fishing while I was waiting for my cows to grow up. Did I ever show off the cow pit? I got a cow pit that I tried to make look like I tried to make this look like it blends in with the natural terrain, but like it's a natural hole in the terrain that happens to be 2 blocks deep. I don't think I pulled off the effect very well. I'll probably move these cows at some point, but that's not what we're doing today. So from fishing, I got 2 enchanted bows, which I combined and then used an enchanted book on to get this amazing thing. Um, it has cursive vanishing on it, which is honestly not like that bad. Um, also fun fact, it turns out cursive vanishing stuff doesn't go away when you die if keep inventories on. I tested that, but I probably will get rid of the bow the next time I die with it on me because of what I'm doing with the giving up items. It just doesn't seem right that the stuff with cursive vanishing would stay in my inventory after I die, because that's not what cursive vanishing does. I got a book with efficiency and unbreaking on it for this axe, and I made an axe for it, and I'm actually going to name this axe in the anvil. I'm going to name it the All Around because it's good at chopping down both trees and creatures. I didn't get anything special for sorry, I apparently can't talk and type. I did not get any special enchantments for my shovel, but I still have a diamond shovel because I do a lot of digging for the blocks that I need, especially clearing out that river that I did at the end of last episode. But so this axe has been my main weapon and also a very useful tool. As you can see, it's just ripping apart the floor, which I'm moving up because minecart noises. There are minecart noises. I've always been so confused when the subtitles say that because I can never hear them. That was a minecart noise. That is so weird. I'm sorry, I just got really distracted by that. You guys heard that, right? But yeah, half slab floor, it's more trouble than it's worth. You can't set anything down on a half slab floor. And the place I want to build the enchanting station is like right at the little interface between floor levels. I just don't think it looked as good as I wanted it to, and it's just going to be more trouble than it's worth. So I'm going to replace the floor. That's one thing that I'm going to do. My inventory is very full. Yeah. And while whoa, what the heck? Don't do that. Something's really weird with something's weird with my with my game right now. I think I just have too many things open. I'm gonna talk compatibility with you. If I don't know if you've seen the videos for the most recent snapshots. What the heck? But there recently the game has been having compatibility issues with loading games from worlds from previous versions in the 1.13 snapshots. And the problem mostly is with customized worlds, because they have removed the customized option in favor of buffet. Customized worlds such as this one. Basically the only change to this world is reduced biome size. I think I may have reduced the amount of like diorite and granite or something as well. I don't honestly remember. It was mostly just it's mostly just reduced biome size, and that's it. That's all I've changed in this world. But customized worlds have a special flag on them that currently is making it so that they can't be loaded in the 1.13 snapshots. The most likely thing that's going to happen is that that's going to get fixed. It's going to get fixed, and I'll be able to continue playing on this world as if nothing had happened. But what might happen? This does not look like enough slabs. But there are a couple of other options that might end up happening, and I have some interesting plans in place if either of them do end up occurring, that I could also do even if there's no problem, if I decide, hey, I want to do this anyway. But in that case, I would like to know what you guys think before I go. What you think before I go and do something crazy with this world. Why am I missing so many slabs? This floor was definitely finished before, right? I don't know where the rest of my slabs went. I really don't. Oh yeah, I also got Fortune 3 on my pickaxe, and I got a couple of enchanted fishing rods. All from fishing. Fishing is, yeah, fishing is ridiculous. There's a reason I don't make a fish farm. It's because I don't need it. I'm getting plenty of stuff just from fishing in general. That's weird. So I'll fix the flower pots here to use, and then I'm going to craft some more slabs. And then, after that, I will tell you about what I will do with this world if there continue to be compatibility issues when 1.13 is officially released. I'm gonna cut and come back to that. And we're back. The tree pot is done. I heard the minecart sounds again, which is confusing because there are no minecarts near here. I even went into spectator mode and checked the abandoned mine shaft, and that doesn't start until like way down and over that way somewhere. So yeah, I don't know what's making minecart sounds. Maybe it's one of the new cave sounds. Yeah, I'm gonna get started on the enchanting station, which I've placed this block as kind of a marker. I'm gonna place the table itself right there, And as you can see, if I put something in it, I'm getting up to level 7 right now because of the one bookshelf. So any of these spaces are usable bookshelf spaces, and I will need 15 bookshelves total. I have 53 here. I need 15 in the correct range. I have 53 here so that I can get a little decorative. But here's 6. And let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 12. That one's not one, I just think it needs to be there. 13, 14. I could easily hide number 15 in a corner. I should probably at least fill that corner back in just so that we don't get zombies or something, because something will spawn there. Let's see. So that's 14, so I'm gonna fill in this space and add what? And that's not 15 actually. I'm gonna actually break it back down to 13. I'm sorry if I'm being this quiet. I was gonna talk more about my my ideas for what to do if customized worlds are no longer end up being no longer a thing. There's 14. And there's 15. There. I've kind of got a corner here. And another just for good luck. If customization... If customized worlds are no longer openable in 1.13, there are a couple of options I have depending on what kind of unopenable they are. For example, recently a few YouTubers have reported problems with where they could open their world, but everything they'd done in them, the world had been reset. Everything they'd done had been erased. And if that continues to be an issue, I will probably pack up and move what I've built to a parallel dimension. In other words, I will use MCEdit to copy everything I've done in this world, make a copy of the world itself, not without the structures, in 1.12, open that world in 1.13, and paste everything exactly where it was before. And we can continue as normal. The house is in the same place, most of the lit up caves will be in the same place, the mob farm, all that. Nothing changes. Option 2 is if custom worlds can't be loaded in 1.13 at all, and it stays that way. Again, I really doubt they're going to do either of these things. I'm sure they'll bring it back because people are going to be mad. But if, on the off chance that it continues to be the custom worlds can't be loaded at all, I will pack up all my stuff and move all my stuff into a fresh world and start over there. But I won't be starting over from scratch. I won't be starting the series over. What I'll be doing is I'll put everything valuable that I own into chests and put all the chests in one place and copy and use MC Edit again to copy all the chests into a brand new world, maybe with the same seed, maybe with a completely different seed, and then I'll be able to start again and start building and exploring again with all my stuff already in the world. I'll also edit the mob farm back in somewhere. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I'll probably also edit the. I'll definitely also edit the mob farm in somewhere to be. I'll once, not right at the very start, but pretty close to the beginning. Does this look good? I like that, actually. But somewhere after I've spent the time finding a good place for the mob farm, I will edit it in, and that might end up being mid-ocean like it is now, or I might end up putting it in the middle of a desert, because I recently watched an interesting video that explains why putting it in the desert is a good idea. So is because you get less rotten flesh when it's in a desert. That's because with a covered mob farm like the one I have, you won't get husks, and husks comprise 80% of all zombies that spawn in the desert are husks. And so that means that if you have a mob farm where husks can't spawn because it's not open to the sky, that means that you have 80% fewer zombies and therefore 80% less rotten flesh, which is completely useless unless you have a dog. And I mean, have you seen how much steak I have right now? So, rotten flesh is not useful to me. However, I've already built my mob farm in this world, so if we stay in this world, I'm not going to be changing its location anytime soon. I like that location for a brewing station, don't you? Nah, I think I need to use a different wood type, though, because that's not interesting. I grabbed some dark oak recently. Do I still have that? I do. I grabbed dark oak recently. Was that an on-camera excursion? I don't think it was. I think that was an off-camera excursion. I just kind of went exploring, mostly cow hunting, honestly. It was mostly to go find more cows, because I was getting impatient with how slowly mine were breeding, and that amount of bookshelves that I got, that takes a lot of leather. A lot. I don't have looting on this axe, so that's just a lot of leather. And oops. Oh, another thing that I'm probably going to do once 1.13 comes out. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep that a surprise. I'm not actually sure if it's going to work or not. I have an idea for something to do with a specific 1.13 mechanic, and I don't know if it's actually going to even work. So I'm gonna hold off on mentioning it. What kinds of things would look good near a brewing station? Like, not just what needs to be there, because that's basically just going to be the brewing stand. Cauldron isn't even necessary, but I'll probably add one. And I'm going to add one anyway at the end. The I'd need water. I'd need a different water source, actually, like an actual infinite water source somewhere. But I want to have a cauldron there because it's useful and it looks like it belongs. I might add a surreptitious little water source that I can draw from for bottles elsewhere, like I don't know where, somewhere close. But at the moment, I'm going to make a cauldron. Oh, duh, it only needs 7. There's 9 in a square. I can definitely count. So with the table of that length, I think the cauldron should go in the floor, actually. And I want that slab back. Thank you. Because I'm going to replace that slab with that. And place the cauldron there. And water. Oh, that's all shaded by the slab. I didn't think of that. Oh, I didn't think of that. Oh well. Makes it look spooky, I guess. I could have put it over here, but then everything would have been just a little too linear. I don't, like I said, I don't really know where I'll put the surreptitious little actual water source that I use for bottles yet. Cauldrons are useful, just not when you can use regular water. Eventually I'll glass over the bottom of that tree, but I think I'm running a bit low on glass. You can see a couple of mistake blocks here that I haven't picked up because I don't have Silk Touch. Yeah, that's mostly what I needed to do, because I didn't have either of those things yet, and they're kind of both very useful to have. I also don't have more blaze rods. That'll be making a tunnel to the Nether Fortress and making a blaze farm will be its own episode. That's because I don't actually know how to make a blaze farm. I will need to research that a lot. I know there are mechanics you can use. And if I don't find a good blaze farm design that doesn't use slime blocks, I'll probably actually make a slime farm first. And that could be a swamp-based slime farm, or it could be a chunk-based slime farm. Either way, for a chunk-based, I'd have to do some third-party research, and I'd have to get out a third-party program and look up the chunks, because hell if I'm actually going to be relying on luck for that. Sorry for the language, if you can call it that. I don't usually swear very much, but yeah, I'd have to use a third-party program to find a slime chunk, because I'm not going looking for that. Or I could do a swamp-based slime farm, because I know where a swamp is, but I'd have to do some research. This game is making weird noises today. I'm sorry. It keeps interrupting my train of thought. I'd have to do some research on how a swamp-based slime farm would work, because I don't really know how I would make it like just slimes and not other things too, because there are other things that spawn in swamps. That's I neglected to actually get the stone brick ready. I'm gonna show you my next project, but I'm coming up on half an hour of recording right now. Right now is actually the 30-minute mark. But at some point soon, I'm going to terraform this a little more to make it look a little nicer and be a little easier to access. And then from here, I'm going to build a nice little bridge across. I thought about building one over here where I was the one to clear out. Oh, I need to go to bed. I'm going to break out my travel bed. Nah, not the dirt block. Travel bed. Yeah, I made a second bed just to pass night. I thought about making the bridge across the place where I dug out because it's narrow, but that's also diagonal, and I'm not sure I would want to try and figure out how a diagonal bridge would work and look nice. So I'm probably going to build it right across about here because I'm tired of swimming the river. It'd also be useful to have one across here, but not really like necessary if I have one over there, you know? And yeah, so I have a couple other projects. I have a couple other projects in the works, but for now, I guess that's the end of the episode. I hope you enjoyed and it wasn't too much of just me wandering around and jumping on stuff. Let me just check to make sure this is actually working properly. It is. Unbreaking 3. I'm gonna end the episode by. Whoops, that's not where my lapis is. I'm gonna end the episode by enchanting my shovel. See, efficiency 3 or unbreaking 3. I tend to be more concerned about my. Oh, I don't have 30 levels. I guess that answers that. I got an advancement. I think that's one of my first on-camera advancements. I got efficiency 3, and that's it. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.